Hello there, and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm, of course, George. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. It's a Merry Christmas from me to you watching. Of course, not long now till Christmas Day. Is it in a fantastic way for Leeds United to start the festive period? I think it's a thing of 3 games in 6 days for Leeds. So busy period as it always is around this sort of time of year, but we've kicked it off in fabulous fashion with a win over second place Ipswich Town. Now, Ipswich Town have only lost, this is only the third defeat of the season. One other of them was to Leeds, of course. The other was to West Bromwich Albion about a month ago. So they don't lose many, but how on earth are this team in second place? I have no idea. Now we're 7 points behind Ipswich still. So it gives us a fighting chance. They have Leicester City on Boxing Day. We, of course, travel to Preston North End. Another early kickoff, as this one was on Saturday. So if we have a look, it was, back to the lineups. Unchanged, of course, for Leeds United, as we often are really nowadays. Doesn't tinker with it too much, does he? Daniel Farke? He didn't in this one, so we lined up the same as we did a week ago against Coventry at Elland Road. But we started this one a hell of a lot better than we did that one. Always on the front foot. I think Ipswich were one change from their draw with Norwich City last time out. Axel Twenzabi came in at the centre back position, and to be honest with you, their defence was awful, if I'm being completely brutal and honest about it. Um, if we take it back right to the start of the game, really, I felt we started where we were pushing them high, weren't really giving them much time on the ball. Then we score early, which is good, but Ipswich have a tendency, to concede early goals and come back in games. They have a good record, I think, of coming, rescuing points from losing positions. This wasn't the case, was it, today? Obviously, Leeds United absolutely thrashed them, didn't they, in the end? And it was all started from Pascal Strout's header from the corner kick. Um, I think they were complaining about some kind of foul, weren't they, in the build up to this corner? Maybe was it to build up to Pirot heading it onto the goalkeeper? I don't know. It was a good save though from the goalkeeper, and then headed in. You couldn't miss that one, could you, Pascal Stroud? Delighted for Pascal, really, because he only seems to score consolation goals and goals that don't really seem to matter that much, and it was not the case today. Got us on the road to a very, very important 3 points, captaining the side again, of course. So that's 1-0 on 8 minutes, and we didn't let up. We didn't let up. Leeds kept going, kept going, kept going. And on the 25th minute, Leif Davis, very good Davis. He had a very good game, in my opinion. If we're, yeah, jokes aside, he had a terrible game, didn't he, for his team that he is actually playing for. Um, yeah, horrible game for him really on his return to Elland Road. Didn't play much for Leeds, did he? About, I think about 16 appearances over the space of about three seasons, maybe 4 seasons. Didn't have a great deal of time in the white of Leeds, but has had a good season so far in the Championship. But this was a day for him very much to forget, really. Turn the ball into his own net from Somerville's cross. But again, we were very dangerous on the sort of turnover. Ipswich didn't create a lot at all, you've got to be honest. But in the times where they were high up in our half, we broke on them quickly. We did this for the second goal. Chris Somerville gets there down the left hand side, crosses it to the other side of the pitch, and there's Leif Davis just to swing a leg at it, or just like let it hit him really. It went in, and That's 2-0 on 20 odd minutes, and we're really looking good out with Leeds in control of the game and looking healthy for the win, and which obviously we added to in the end. And yeah, it was, I was impressed with Jed Spence, if I'm being honest, on the left hand side. I thought a lot of our play did go down that left hand side with Spence and Somerville. Um, Now, was it Harry Clark, a lad named Clark on the right side of their defence, up there with that lad from Huddersfield playing in that first half of that 4-1 win in October. One of the worst defenders I've seen come to Elland Road, to be fair. Had an awful match. Just couldn't get control of anything, and Somerville was having an absolute field day, even in the second half. Everything was going down that side, really. Dan James had his moments in the first half, but overall, down that left side, I thought Somerville, Spence, they were having a field day up against that lad Clark, and he didn't have a good day. Obviously, Leaf on the other side didn't either, really, and it all sort of accumulated into this kind of situation, which ended up being extremely good for Leeds United. Um, yeah, it was a good day, wasn't it? Overall, obviously, you're thinking 2-0 up. I'm always a little bit nervous, even obviously at 2-0, because Leeds, well, as we know only too well, defensively aren't the best, are we really? But we didn't have much to deal with. There was that shot from Chaplin, quick fire shot, sort of the edge of the box, sort of area off the post. But that was all they had in the whole match, really. Melier, to be fair, could have got his Christmas shopping, prepped his turkey all up or whatever he's going to have, and still got back, and they probably wouldn't have scored. And it was, yeah, it was poor from them today. And there are a lot of questions from me as to how on earth we are 7 points behind them. I know I've heard a lot of people say, well, we scored 8 goals in 2 games against them, which is obviously absolutely true. Uh, in both games, I think we've had their number, and I don't see really how. Well, I do know because Leeds have been inconsistent in games where we should have won, we've drawn or whatever. So we need to get better at that. But in all honesty, Ipswich Town, not impressed at all with them today. 2-0, like I said, still a little bit nervy because I know what Leeds are like, but on the break again, we got them there again. It's quick play by, I think first of all maybe Georgie, and then it's Dan James onto Chris Somerville in the box, and it's that man Leif Davis, of course, again who brings him down. It's a Stonewall penalty. He's just too quick, his Cree for Leif, and he bundles him over. And then a little bit of a surprise where Chris Somerville steps up and takes it, but it's a lovely penalty, and it's straight in the top corner, 3-0. Keeper's the wrong way, and you're probably thinking that's game done. And even then, I'm thinking, get another one and I'll be completely comfortable. You know what it is. Sometimes you don't know, even at 3-0 and cruising, you let a silly goal in, and momentum can soon shift. But luckily, it didn't. Leeds kept up the pressure, because we have seen Leeds drop off sometimes in games. We kept up the pressure in this one, and it was great to see Pirot get a goal early on in the second half to really seal it. And for me, this is my favourite goal of the four. Um, Obviously the three we scored, we got a helping hand, didn't we? But this was the best one for me. Lovely bit of play. Jorginho did well and he was doing it all day long, looking like he's lost the ball, then sort of wrestling the defenders, um, to get it back. He was very good, was Jorginho. Um, he wrestles the defender off the ball, plays the ball in. It gets cut out by one of their defenders, but not too far. Perot latches onto it. Really nice, quick feet, wasn't it? And then he sticks it in the back of the net. And again, delighted for him as well. He's struggled a bit in front of goal recently. Obviously, I did a video about it. I don't think he's playing in his rightful position, but that's where Fark sees best to fit him into the team. 9 goals now, 2 behind Somerville, who is leading the goal scoring charts for us on 11 goals. But it's three Dutchmen, isn't it? It's a Dutch contingent that get the three goals that we scored. Obviously, like I said, Leaf helped us out with an own goal. But the guys are bang at it, aren't they? It was a fantastic performance all the way around the pitch, really. No danger of conceding any goals or losing this game in any way. It was a very professional and quality performance from Leeds, and like I said, it begs a question for me: is how on earth Ipswich Town are where they are in this league at the moment. At the moment, really, but I think we can catch them. I think it's back on really. Like I said, impressed with how the lads went about it, and they were in no danger. There was no doubt about who was going to win that game. We had the better attitude. I felt in it throughout the whole match, and we got it done. And we move on to Boxing Day, Preston away, which is look, we've got to be hammering down games like this. This is what's going to be the cruncher for me. It's not going to be the games against Ipswich Town where we win. It's going to be games against the lower opposition in the division. Preston are mid-table, are they? Really not that far off the playoffs, but they're in that group of teams that are chasing the playoffs now, aren't they? And that so we need to go into places like Deepdale and winning. Um, just come away however we can with the 3 points because that's something that we've been struggling of recent times in away games. But hopefully we can back it up with a win on Boxing Day. Everybody enjoy your Christmas and have a good day on Monday and yeah, I think I'll probably be doing a preview anyway for the Preston match, but we'll wait and see because yeah, see what happens. But thank you for watching. What a win it was today. Thanks a lot. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.